Since 22.5 is equal to 45 over 2, that looks like this, doesn't it? Something over 2. That means that 45 is theta. So since theta is 45, then first of all, where is 22.5? It's in the first quadrant. It's right here, right? So we know it's going to be positive. We don't have to worry about the negative, okay? That decision that decision could be made at the beginning. On the other ones, you kind of have to figure it out. The other ones are the ones that are hard to figure out if it's positive or negative. All right, so this is the same as 1 plus cosine of 45, because theta is 45, over 2 all under the hood. And now we're dealing with fractions and ugly numbers and being careful. The cosine of 45 is root 2 over 2. So this is 1 plus root 2 over 2, all over 2 in the square root. All I did was replace that with that. So now we have to find a common denominator upstairs, and we get 2 over 2 plus root 2 over 2, all over 2. I love these 2's. And that's going to be 2 plus root 2 over 2. And then this guy we multiply by 1/2. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2. And that equals the square root of 2 plus root 2 over the square root of 4. What's the square root of 4?
2.
2 plus root 2, all under the hood, over 2 is your final answer. 70 to 360 is in the fourth quadrant. So theta is in the fourth quadrant. And we know that the hypotenuse is opposite. So this is a -3 over hypotenuse. That's the 5. And when we do the Pythagorean theorem, we find that this side here is a 4. It's a famous triangle, 3, 4, 5 triangle, right? So if the sine of theta is negative, is the cosine going to be positive or negative in the fourth quadrant? It's going to be positive. All students take calculus. Cosine is positive, and that's going to be 4/5. 1 minus 4/5 over 2 equals the square root of 1/10. And you can put that in your calculator. There's no radicals, so you're good to go. So the square root of 1/10 is the square root of 1 over the square root of 10. And you multiply that by root 10 over root 10, right? What's the square root of 1? Is 1. So it's root 10 over 10. Now we have to decide if the sine of the angle is going to be negative or positive, okay? So if this is 360 and this is 270, give me a number between 360 and 270. Well, what is 360 divided by 2? 180, right here. And what is 270 divided by 2? I think it's 135, which is right here. So when I divide, they want the sine. They don't want the sine of theta. They want the sine of half of it. It's called the half angle identity. When I divide an angle in the fourth quadrant by 2, it's going to be somewhere in here. So is the sign positive or negative in the second quadrant? Look at your unit circle. The second number is positive. So the answer should be just root 10 over 10.